Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Niputu Ayu Maharani Pratiwi. I'm from C class with student number 201-301-1010. And in this video, I want to explain the material graphic of quadratic function and transforming of quadratic function. Okay, let's see. Now I want to share screen. Please waiting. Okay, you can see the slide. The first material I can explain is graphing quadratic function. In the graphing quadratic function, I want to explain graph quadratic function equation and identity of axis of symmetry, vertex, domain, range, and intersection for a given parabola. Okay, a quadratic function is a y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Ax squared is quadratic term, bx is linear term, and c is constant term. The graph of quadratic function is a parabola. You can see this is in this slide two parabola, the pink parabola and the green parabola. A parabola can open up or down. If the parabola opens up like a pink parabola, the lowest point is called the vertex or minimum. And if the parabola opens down, the vertex is the highest point or maximum, like a green parabola. If the parabola opens left or right, it is not a function. Okay, next is the standard form the quadratic function. The standard is y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. The parabola will open up when the a value is positive, like a pink parabola. And the parabola will open down when the a value is negative, like a green parabola. Recall a is not equal 0. Okay, next is axis of symmetry. Parabola are symmetric. If we drew a line down the middle of the parabola, we could fold the parabola in half. We call this dot line, this blue line, dot line, is the axis of symmetry. If we graph one side of the parabola, we could reflect it over the axis of symmetry to graph of the other side. Okay, I want to explain finding the axis of symmetry. When we quadratic function is in standard form, I explained minutes ago. The equation of the axis of symmetry is x equal minus b secant a. This is best read as the opposite of b divided by the quantity of 2 times a. Okay, I want to explain the example. Example 1. Find the axis of symmetry for y equal 3x squared minus 18x plus 7. We find the a is 3 and the b is minus 18. And we can substitution a and b, and we find x is 3 and the axis of symmetry is 3. Okay, next I want to explain finding the vertex. The axis of symmetry always goes through the vertex. Thus, the axis of symmetry gives us the x coordinate of the vertex. Okay, the example, Find the vertex of y equal minus 2x squared plus 8t minus 3. Step 1, find the axis of symmetry. And we find 2. Next, step 2, substitute the x value into the original equation to find the y coordinate the vertex, and we find 5. So the vertex is 2.5. Next, graphing a quadratic function. There are 3 steps to graphing a parabola in standard form. Step 1 is find the axis of symmetry using this formula. Step 2, find the vertex. Step 3, find 2 other points and reflect them across the axis of symmetry. Then connect the 5 points with a smooth curve. We can make a table when we want to find the graph of parabola. Next, this is the example. Graph y equal 2x squared minus 4x minus 1. Step 1, find the axis of symmetry. We can find the axis of symmetry by this formula, and we find 1. Step 2, find the vertex, and we find the vertex 1 point minus 3. Okay, next, step 3, find 2 other points and reflect them across the axis of symmetry. Then connect the 5 points with a smooth curve. This is the table. You can make 2 and 3 points. 2 points and 3 points, and we find 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And connect 5 points. And we can see this is the parabola. This is the axis of symmetry. Okay. Okay. Next, the next materi is transformation of quadratic function. In transformation, we have 3 types. Is translation, dilatation, and reflection. Okay, I forget to explain the definition. Transformation change the position or size of figure. Okay, a dilatation is a transformation that makes the graph narrower or wider than the parent graph. A reflection flips a figure over the x-axis or y-axis. Okay. The first is dilatation. Dilatation is the graph of gx equal ax squared is the graph of fx equal x squared. Stretched or compressed vertically. If absolute a greater than 1, the graph of fx equal x squared is stretched vertically. And if absolute a greater than 0 and less than 1, the graph of fx equal x squared is compressed vertically. You can see the parabola in this slide. Okay, next. Example. The example 1 describe how to graph of the x equal 1/3 x squared is related to the graph fx equal x squared. Answer. You can see the graphic. This is two parabola. The green parabola is fx and the blue parabola is dx. Since 1/3 greater than 0 and less than 1, the graph of fx equal 1/3 x squared is a vertical compression of the graph y equal x squared. Okay, next, the reflection. The graph of minus fx is the reflection of the graph of fx equal x squared across the x-axis. The graph of f minus x is the reflection of the graph of the fx equal x squared across the y-axis. You can see the graphing and the parabola in this slide. We next to example. Example 1, how is the graph of gx equal minus 3x squared plus 1 relate to the graph of fx equal x squared. Okay. Three transformations are occurring. First, the negative sign because a reflection across the x-axis. Two, then a dilatation occurs where a equal 3. And the last translation occur when it's equal 1. You can see this parabola, this graphing. Gx equal minus 3x squared plus 1 is reflection across the x-axis, stressed by the factor of 3 and translate up 1 unit. Okay, that I can explain the material of graphing quadratic function and transforming quadratic function. I'm apologize when I have apologize of when I explain. That's all about me. Thank you. So see you next time. Bye bye.